Shrimad Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 4, Yoga of Knowledge, Shlok 1 to 21. Lord Krishna said, I imparted knowledge about this traditional yoga to Sun Lord Surya. He had communicated the same to his son Manu, who in turn informed his son Ikshvaku. Parampara Arjuna, in this manner, descending from the old traditions, this yoga became known to kings and pandits, but after that, for a long time, this yoga had gone into oblivion and vanished from this earth. You are my disciple, my devotee, my dear friend. Therefore, today I have explained the same yoga to you. This yoga is deep wisdom and a subject of great rarity. Arjuna said, My Lord, you have just been born, but Surya's birth dates to ages ago, when the cosmos had just begun. In that case, how should I accept that you had explained this yoga to Surya? Shri Lord said, Parampara Arjuna, you and I both have had many births earlier. You do not know about these, but I do know. Even though I am beyond this cycle of birth and death, even though I am the creator of all beings, I take form and appear in the world from time to time. Bharat, when religion suffers a setback and sins excel, I assume the form of a living being and come before mankind. I appear from time to time for the help and progress of the virtuous and deserving people, and for the destruction of the wicked and the sinners, and to safeguard the religion. Arjuna, my birth and my deeds are divine, pure and transcendental. The person who understands and realizes this truth does not take birth after death. Instead, he assumes my form and becomes a part of me. In the past, many such persons whose desires, envies had been killed and who were always devout towards me and had full faith in me were purified with wisdom and attained my form. Arjuna, whichever way my devotees worship me, I reciprocate accordingly, because as I said earlier, all people follow the path laid down by me. In this world, people who are keen to secure the results of their deeds worship the lesser gods, because in this worship they are able to ensure achievements of their objectives easily. Brahmin, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra, these are 4 classes created by me according to gunas, attributes and the duties. I hold no desire or longing for the result of my duty. Therefore, my duty does not cause involvement. The person who gets to know me in this manner and remains unattached with his actions, in other words, his actions do not get him involved. In the olden times, forefathers had also understood this reality and carried on with their objectives. Therefore, following their example, you should also carry out your duties. What classifies as action and what is inaction? Even the enlightened persons and people of wisdom are confused while determining the answer to this question. Therefore, I will explain to you the basic nature of action, after understanding which you will be freed from attachment of action and impurity of mind. It is necessary to understand the features of action as well as those of inaction, because often the result of action has far-reaching effects. The person who can observe inaction in action and action in inaction is otherwise considered wise among the people. And he who performs his duties well is a yogi. There is no doubt about it. One who follows his duty according to the Shastras and whose actions are not motivated by desire or a cause in view, and whose actions are purified by the fire of wisdom, is called a learned person, a pandit, even by the sages. The person who has no attachment to the deeds and to the results thereof is free from the worldly matters and is fully satisfied with his involvement in God. He may get involved in any kind of action, but his actions remain free from attachment. The person who has conquered his self, his senses, and his body, and who has given up all objects of worldly pleasures, such a person, without his dependence on hopes of any kind, can carry out his normal duties and perform his work with the help of his body, and yet remains free from sins of any kind. Thus spoke Lord Krishna to Arjuna in chapter 4.